Wow. Morocco, 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 Morocco. Wow. Woo! I'm in Morocco. Shock Portugal. Bruno Fernandes, non-existent. Silva, non-existent. Pepe, non-existent. Ronaldo, the GOAT. Cristiano Ronaldo, old Thierry, walking down the tunnel because Morocco are through to the semi-final of the World Cup, the first ever African country. 1.2 billion people are dreaming because of Morocco. I mean, what a story, what a World Cup. I mean, this is the redefinition of what an underdog is of football, man. Morocco, I mean... Welcome everyone to MRM Sports. I'm your host, Ronald M. And what did we just witness? The 10th of December 2022. Mark this date down. This is a history-defining date for African football. Morocco, the first ever African team to go through to the World Cup semi-final. What have we just witnessed? What have we witnessed? I mean, I'm still in shock. What have we witnessed? I mean, this is so huge for African football. First of all, man, congrats to Youssef En-Nesyri. Yes, the goal scorer for Morocco. He's going down into the history books. He's going down as a footballing god in Africa. Man, wow. You know what Morocco has achieved is up there with the great legends of African football. If you think African football, of course you think Roger Milla, you think Senegal in 2002, you think Bafana hosting the World Cup in 2010 South Africa, you think this is up there, you think JJ Okocha's, this is up there, this possibly is the greatest thing there. I mean, it's already up the level, it's already up the charts. Morocco are through to the World Cup semi-final, an African team. You know, this is one of those occasions where we'll tell our grandkids about this. Where were you when Morocco went to the semi-final? I mean, maybe we might be even saying the final. Who knows after next week. But then this is one of those days that you'll mark down in history. African football. When you're referencing African football, what African football has achieved, this is what will knock down Morocco in the semi-finals of the World Cup. They knocked out a Cristiano Ronaldo-led Portugal team. A GOAT-led Portugal team is out because of Ziyech and his boys, because of Saiz and his boys, because of Hakimi and his boys. Man, wow. This is shocking. Where were you when Morocco knocked out Portugal? Where were you? That's the question. That will be the question for years and years to come, for generations and generations to come. Where were you when Morocco made it to the semi-finals of the World Cup? This is the question that will be asked. I mean, this should be an essay. I mean, if you're varsity looking for a dissertation topic or a case study, we talk about Morocco. What they've done has never been done before. What they've achieved has never been done before. I mean, they're the team with the best defensive record in this World Cup. They only considered an own goal. They haven't considered a goal from any other opposition player. The best defensive display I've seen in a World Cup. I mean, no goes all the way to the semi-final considering one on goal. Who does that? An African team does that. I mean, I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this. What have you done, Morocco? Man, and you gotta feel for Ronaldo, of course. I mean, I've always been a Messi fan. Those who know me, they'll know I'm Messi through and through. But then you have to feel for Ronaldo. You have to feel for Ronaldo. I mean, he was crying down the tunnel. I mean, his emotions got the better of him. I think it's quite a sad story. I wouldn't be surprised now when Ronaldo says he's calling it quits. I mean, I haven't seen Ronaldo cry that much. I mean, I've been following football for a long time, but I haven't seen Ronaldo cry that much. And you have to say, man, but then Morocco did deserve it. I mean, they defended resolutely. You know, I went to get a haircut today. Hair removed. And I was talking to my papa. He's a great football fan. He loves betting on football. And I was saying, if Morocco scores, it'll be difficult for Portugal to come back. Because Morocco have shown us that when they get a goal, they know how to defend for their lives. The Atlas Lions will fall back and defend. I mean, Morocco have inspired the world, bro. Like, this is unheard of. I mean, you talk world football, you think Europe and South America. Those are the only people who come to your mind. And then, of course, Africans are there for the party, bring the rhythm with the fans, bring exciting football, bring the underdogs. But then Morocco have redefined what an underdog is. I mean, this is so different from what Croatia did in 2018, in the sense that Croatia had world-class players. I mean, Croatia was on fire. Croatia has been known for football. It's so different from that. This is something unimaginable. Unimaginable. Yes. Hey, English bundles. This is what Morocco has done, man. I mean, you think, beginning of the World Cup, no one really thought an African team will make it to the semi-final. I was one of the few that said, if any African team can, I could see Senegal doing it. And then, of course, when they went to the round of 16 without Sadio Mane, it was just hope and faith and prayer. Just maybe they'll do something. But then no one really saw Morocco like going all the way, man, to the semi-finals. This is such a huge moment for African football. I mean, if you're a kid who loves football, who's a junior in your under 10, under 11, under 12, whatever age gap, man, if you want to have a career, this is one of those that should inspire you, that as an African, as an African, someone proud to be an African, I can make it to the grandest stage of them all and perform my best. I mean, you could see how emotional the Moroccan players are. They know what they've done. They know what they've achieved. It's in their wildest dreams. This is in their wildest dream. I mean, if you told them they'll make it to the round of 16, beginning of the tournament, they would have grabbed your hand at it. They would have taken that and say, you know what, whatever happens. But then if you told them that they'll reach the quarterfinals, having conceded one own goal, play Portugal, defeat Portugal. I mean, this tournament they defeated Belgium. Everyone said, nah, Belgium team. They defeated Spain. Everyone went at the Spain team. They drew with Croatia. Everyone thought, okay. Now they've defeated Portugal. I mean, Portugal destroyed Switzerland. Was it 6-1 or 6-2? They put 6 goals past Switzerland. I mean, that was a genius move. At that time, it seemed that a genius move when Ronaldo didn't start. And it was justified. And everyone thought he went with the same team. I was a bit worried. I mean, I nearly put a bet on. I nearly said over 2.5 because I thought Portugal might. And then I was like, nah, let me play under 1.5. And guess what? I'm cashing in. I'm cashing in that money. That under 1.5 has paid, man. I mean, as a football fan and someone who loves football, man, this is something I'll definitely tell my kids. Hopefully they'll watch the YouTube video and say, Grandpa, or my grandkids, what are you doing? What are you doing wearing your cap backwards with your African neck chain on, and I mean your proudly African shirt on, and I mean this is something unimaginable, man. You know what, I'm a loss of words. Looking forward. I mean, like I said, these guys for me are there now in the echelons of African football. I mean, if there's a Mount African more for football, man, you have to put the Moroccan team there next to your JJ Okochas, next to your Roger Miller, next to Bafana hosting the World Cup, South Africa hosting World Cup, next to those greats. You have to put them there. You know, for me, this victory for Morocco to go all the way to the semi-final, this for me is even more than or better than winning the AFCON. I'm sorry, but then no, I'm not sorry, but then if you think about it, this has never been done before, unless if it becomes a common practice maybe 50 years from now that every semi-final is an African team in it. But then this is bigger than winning any AFCON. This is bigger than winning any continental trophy. For Africa, for Morocco to be the first, you think of history of football. When was football invented? How many great countries do we have who play football, who haven't reached the semi-final? And for Morocco to do that, I mean, think of all the great African teams that have been there. Think of Senegal, Cameroon, Nigeria, Bafana, that 96 squad. You think of all the African teams that have went to the World Cup, man. This is a dream come true. And to think about how Morocco did it, of course, they have the world-class players. They have your Hakim, they have your Ziyech, they have your Osais, who's a great defender, your Amarat, who's a great holding midfielder. I mean, Chelsea, go for Amarat. But then to think of all these players, and then no one really gave them the chance that they'll go all the way. And you think the coach was only employed in September. In September. I mean, God, Allah, whichever religion you believe in, man, this is a miracle. this is one of those that is a miracle. You know, when you talk of miracles in the African continent, this is it. I mean, now we are hunting the colonizers. I mean, Belgium hunted, slayed. Spain, slayed. France, not France, Portugal, slayed. I mean, France or England next. I mean, if you're Morocco, if you get knocked out by France or England, there is nothing wrong with that. I mean, they'll be heartbroken. They won't call them heartbroken because, I mean, now they're making us dream of a World Cup final. But then if they get knocked out, it's not a big deal. It's not a biggie. I mean, we'll still be proud of them. We'll always remember this team. But then who knows, man? The way they defend, the way they nullify attacks. I mean, the way they're so like. I mean, you think of that Bruno chance, that Pepe chance at the end. I mean, the way everything is falling their way. Who knows what will happen? I mean, all we can do is dream. I mean, I won't get carried and say we're going to the final, but all we can do now is just dream and pray and fast and hope that we are going to see Morocco in the World Cup final, guys. I mean, it's time to watch the England game, England and France. I mean, to see who will face Morocco. I mean, and you know, the benefit of Morocco going through, whoever they play, will be favorites. Morocco are not going to be favorites. I mean, against Spain are favorites. Against Portugal are favorites. Against Belgium were favorites. I mean, whoever plays Morocco in the semi-final, all Morocco has to do is just hold on, get a chance, take it, and hold on for the best. I mean, we hope your size will be back. We hope your Ziyech, it wasn't a serious injury. We hope all the players have lost might be back for the game against whoever in the semi-final, because that'd be a huge game. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, man. This has been a dope show. World Cup talk right here on MIM Sports. I'm your host, Ronald M, signing out.